She said, yes, sir. I got a man, but you're invest.
What it do? What it do? How is you? Oh, I'm up in it shoot. Money going through the roof. Y'all heard that bar? I was cooking for a second.
Oh, hell no! That's hell no!
But fucking welcome back to another video. It's your boy Jay. I don't know why I always say that. It's the most stupid. What am I doing? I'm gonna show y'all, like, technically, like, I'm gonna break it down more because I feel like I kind of explained this in the past in other videos on like why y'all losing money in meme coin and why y'all keep basically like round tripping. And I'm gonna explain like just good strategies to basically make money. Like I already explained it before, like scalping and shit like that, 3 different types of strategies. But I'm gonna really show y'all what makes a meme coin good, I guess. Like what are the indications that make the meme coin like tell you, oh yeah, it's gonna fly up instead of fucking going through the ground, you know what I mean? And sometimes just a meme coin might dump. It happens, you know what I mean? But at least if you follow a strategy and you make sure that everything's good about the coin, then you can't really blame yourself for it. It's just the market's fucking butt. You get what I'm saying? Right now I haven't been making much videos because I've low-key been locked in on day trading. Been making hella good money on perpetuals and shit. But because meme coin, I don't know, you could really make a lot of money, but you could lose it really fast. So you gotta be careful on how much you put in and you know how long you're holding shit. Because usually every meme coin goes down. Like this is some wild ass coin. It's such a scam coin right here. I'm just letting y'all know, if y'all see this fucking baddie on Cake Live, don't ever buy into it. It's a fucking farm. You're just gonna get shitted on. I hope that shit doesn't fuck up my thing. I might have to blur that part out. But yeah, I'm gonna just show y'all like what to look in a coin that you really think it's like, why you think it's gonna pump. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start this off, right? Have your filter set up. I'm not gonna lie, I recently figured out that my Discord, I don't know if like it was just I don't know, because I invited a friend to the Discord and his shit, like he couldn't see the information and shit, so I peeped that Discord's low-key fucked up, the tracker wallet list and all that shit. So I'm gonna post it in a different channel so that y'all can just still look at it. I'll probably put it up in hold on. I'll probably put it up in like the crypto meme channel, because I know everybody can see that shit. Because I don't know why, like the information channel is just not working right now, like the category, so I have to fucking fix that shit whenever I get the chance to. But yeah, so whatever. Right here, right? First things first, have your filter set up, usual filters, you know what I mean? I already went through all this in the last couple of videos, so just check those out if y'all want to set up your filters so you can just filter out the shit coins. So it just gives you more of an advantage, you know what I mean? Not saying all the coins that pop up now are the best, but it definitely gives you more of an advantage so you don't have to fucking trick your eyes with all these shitty ass coins that are out. So trenching, like I said, it's a 50-50 play. I would be a little risky. I'll be like a little what's the word? I can't figure out the word. Trenching is not consistent. Like you could be consistent, but it's not the most consistent shit. You feel me? So let's look at this coin that just came out. I'm gonna tell you that shit that I'll think why this coin will run. Oh, never mind. How much is holders? Holders is 13. 2%. People are holding little amount. 24 bundlers though. Yeah, there's a decent amount of bundlers for them. How much small amount of holders? Not good of a coin. Alright. Look at this toilet dust. Alright, definitely not. I'm just trying to show y'all like what I do in each category. I'm looking for like a good runner right now in trenching. Alright, this is like getting a good amount of volume right here. So, actually, so I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all would look at this chart and be like, alright, Ben, let me hop in. But then, as for me, I wouldn't really hop in just a second. You know what I mean? It doesn't really seem that good. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. So, let's look at it. Alright. Bundlers, pretty high. 17 bundlers. There's 17 snipers, which I've already explained what these are. Dex is unpaid, which is not the best, but it's still a new coin, so I can understand why it's not paid yet. Let's see, 39% of top holders. Now this is the problem right here, right? You could top blast maybe this, but this shit kind of looks like a farm, like the way that it's just getting candles and dipping, maybe. But you could top blast this, but it's really not good of a top blast because there's 33 top holders. So you see, if you would have top blasted that, you would have been down a good amount right here, and you would have to wait for it to climb back up. Now we look at the holders. This is where the top holders come from. Technically these two people added together, which is bundlers too. So I bet they have other wallets that have money added on this shit too. Has 5%. Look, someone just sold. Boom, sold there too. This person might sell in a bit too. And that's just not good because they're the ones who are causing these big candles, these big drops right here. And this coin looks like a farm coin, so it's kind of a bad explanation, but it's like whatever. So this is like boom, big candle because those top holders sold right here, right? He's still holding it, but he's probably gonna sell soon, you know, somewhere around migration or some shit. Just look, he just sold just now, and that's what causes those candles. You would want to wait for the bundlers to get a little lower, that's better now, 5%, and you would want to wait for the top holders to get out. So right now the top holders are good though. I don't really see that much high top holders. There's only 3%, 2%, which is not bad. It's pretty good. We check the bubble maps. Alright, well, there's no magic nodes. I don't know why. This is why I told y'all to get UX Sentinel right here. So UX Sentinel is a good thing. So you can do a bundle check with this bitch. And alright, yeah, total bundle is not bad. Okay, bundler went down. Top holders are lower now. Now this would be not because this is a farm coin. I wouldn't even get into this. The chart looks very unorganic. The fact that it's going fucking like a stair. I call this like the staircase to heaven. So the fact that it's doing this staircase sell, staircase sell, staircase sells. Nice little candle here, but then crazy big sell because that guy staircase sell, staircase sell, staircase sell. Kind of looks like a staircase going up. It makes it a little iffy. You know what I mean? You could maybe sneak into the bundle. You feel me? You could maybe make a little profit off this, but I'll be a little iffy because it doesn't look like it's retracing back to where it was before because this big guy sold. It might, but whatever. Who knows? That's why Trenching is just like, I kind of stay away from Trenching, but it's really up to y'all. But those are the things that would make me look at a coin and be like, all right, this coin's like low-key dookie water. You feel me? Low-key straight dog shit. So I'll be a little iffy about this coin. Another thing that you check when you see a brand new coin or like good trench coins is the narrative. Oh, and that's why I'll be a little iffy about this coin. Y'all saw that? Top holders went down from whatever percentage to 2.93%. That was just basically a live action of what I was just telling y'all. That was a farm coin. You feel me? That's why I wouldn't have hopped in that shit. That shit looks very unorganic. There was definitely multiple bundlers in there like that were hidden, just holding a big percentage, and yeah, they just fucking farmed the shit out that coin. You feel me? But besides that, if this was a good coin, right? Let's say if this was a good coin and it was gaining volume, right? Okay, it was gaining volume. Holders, bundlers is low. Top holders is low. Now, obviously, bundlers is not low here, but I'm just saying if this was a good coin, I'll go look for a good coin in a sec. Bundlers would be low. Top holders would be low. Snipers is so high. Oh my god. And we check the narrative. Okay. Well, is a frog best friend. He burst onto Pump Fund to catch up with his. Alright, that's low-key. Alright. Let's see the community. Oh, the community got deleted. Well, that would have been bad. And look how many coins are the same exact shit that came out. Quote, 11 months ago. I mean, it's still not the original, so I would be, not really fucking with it. It's still a little weird. And because it's not the original coin, so there's really no reason for it to pump. Let's look at this. Lupin. I swear I just saw one with like 96 people. What the fuck? Oh, right here. I clicked on the wrong one. Alright. This one looks like it's gaining volume, okay? So first thing I'll do be when I firstly see a coin is check if the developer sold. So if you see a DB and no DS, but it says developer 0%, this is probably like wrong and developer's still holding. So wait until you see a DB and a DS. That means developer bought and developer sold. So in your head, now you know that he can't break the coin on you really, unless he bought it with a different wallet. This coin's going though. This chart looks pretty organic. You feel me? The fact that there's cells, little cells, sell, climbing up. You feel me? It's not just a staircase. So that's a good thing, good sign, right? These are stuff that you do. You get better over time doing this quickly. All right, look at this now. There's one top holder with 5%. I'll be a little iffy. I'll wait for this guy to buy out before I buy in. Because if you buy in right now and he decides to sell on this little pump, then you'll be on a big dip. And you be cooked, you know what I mean? I'll wait for him to sell. So once he sells, he causes a big dip, and that would be entry. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got in early, like down here, then I would just wait. As if you got to the coin late, like as of right now, I got in when there was like 90 people, so I was a little late to the party. So I'll be a little iffy buying in after this guy. because he could sell and just cook the whole fucking coin. Now this coin does look like it's gaining volume, and we're gonna see the reason why. We're gonna try to figure out the reasons why. Because you see the coin, right? You're like, you answer your first question. All right, this coin is gaining volume. Now that moves you to your second question. Why is this coin gaining volume? You know what I'm saying? Why is it? So we check. All right, Twitter post. There's a comic released named Lupin. Noticed anything? Yeah, it looks exactly like Pepe because it is. It kind of does. And yeah, okay. And there's a YouTube video too to it. Feels good, man. Does a YouTube video even have to do with the thing? Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna assume it does because it's pumping, so it looks like a good narrative. So these are good signs. The fact that there's like, it's like a pretty good narrative. It's not really a shitty narrative. Pretty cool. Know what I mean? In 1983, that's crazy too. And then there's fucking the YouTube video. So that could be a good narrative, good cooks. The holders going down. Did the guy sell out? No, he didn't sell out yet. Let's see. Bundlers are still pretty low, so it might still keep climbing. If we look at the holders, 157. Now the holders is very important, right? If you see holders slowly climbing up, it's like if it's like that, like if it went to 161, all right, it's gaining more volume. There's more people buying into the coin. You know what I mean? Even if it dips a little bit, most likely it's gonna climb higher than what it is right now. You see, and it's going. So that's how usually to see a coin. And from right here, I'll check the supports and resistance. So this is more if you got into the coin late. If you got into the coin early, then you're low-key still up no matter what. But if you're still waiting for a good dip, you know what I mean? You're waiting for a good buy-in right now. I'll do the support and the resistance. So right now, it's low-key sideways trading. So it's battling between the support and the resistance right here. And it's basically... that'll be low-key a good dip right there because it broke between under this line. But now, as for you buying straight in once it breaks under this line, I would wait for a little bit of traction, or I'll wait for a little bit of volume, buy volume. Like right here, I would buy in. You know what I mean? Right before it broke above that line, I would have bought in because I saw that that's where it stopped dipping, and I would be like, all right, this is my chance to buy in. Unless you want to take the risk and buy before this guy, but like I said, if you would have bought right here, thinking that was gonna go up, and then it had another dip afterwards, then you might have been cooked. You know what I mean? And holders are kind of dropping. They're not dropping crazy, but they're kind of dropping, so I'd be a little iffy. So right now, like I said, it's probably gonna, it broke under the support, so it's not gonna battle between this. But let's say if it was battling between the support still, like it was going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down like this, unless it breaks this resistance, it's not gonna probably go higher. You know what I mean? It dipped and it tried to climb back up to break this resistance right here, but it really couldn't. So it had another crazy dip, and the holders are going down. So it looks like the coin is low-key losing volume. So unless the coin has like a miracle to pump back up for some reason, then I really don't think it's gonna gain crazy volume back to where it was before. But if we're looking at this right here, right? If we're looking at this, and let's say this is a coin that was still going, still running, right? This is our support and this is resistance. I went over this before in the past, but I don't think I went over it that good, right? Boom. It'll go up, hit the resistance, back down. Up, hit the resistance, back down. Up, hit another resistance, back down. Up, and hit another resistance, back down. And it broke the support, which sent it flying down. So this is not going to go any further than this resistance unless it breaks it. The resistance has to break a good amount. You know what I mean? It has to come up to like right where I like put this marker right here. So it has to like hit like basically like 38k or so, like past that for it to keep going flying. You know what I mean? If it breaks the resistance, it gives you basically more of a confidence that, oh yeah, this is gonna go flying. You know what I mean? This is gonna go up. This is going through the roof. Like think of it like this, right? You see this part right here where they're battling, where it's going. Think of a Coke bottle, okay? You're shaking up that Coke bottle. You're shaking it up, all right? The Coke is building up pressure. This is pressure right here. It's building up pressure, okay? This is all pressure right here. All this right here, it's the pressure building up. Now, as soon as you fucking give that Coke a little bit of chance to open up, obviously the pressure is going to release because all that pressure is built up in there. So as soon as you open that Coke bottle to like take a sip or whatever, obviously it's going to shoot up because all that pressure is built up there. So think about this. This is the cap right here of that Coke bottle. This pressure is building up, building up, building up, building up. It tried to break above it. It really couldn't though. It really couldn't. And it just shot back down. But if it was to break above this right here a little further, then it probably would have shot all the way up through the roof because so much pressure was built up right here. So it would have went shoo, like, just like that. But think about it is right here, you saw how it broke it just a little bit and then it went back down. Think about it like it's breaking, right? You know how when you have a Coke bottle and instead of opening it up all the way so it doesn't fly out, you just open it a little bit so it releases some of that pressure. And then when you open it up fully, it doesn't really, it doesn't have a pump, it doesn't have that pressure built up anymore because you already released some of that pressure. So think about it like that. Because it didn't really open up all the way, so it didn't go up a decent amount of like wicks up. It just didn't pump because it didn't, like, you're probably thinking like, oh, well, it looks like it passed it a little bit, so why didn't it fly through the roof? Well, it didn't really pick up crazy. Like if it broke to where this line was right here, you feel me? If it made an actual wick to right here, it probably would have still kept going because think about the bottle cap, opened it all the way basically, so it probably would have shot up. But the fact that it just broke it just a little bit, it's not a good indicator of it's gonna keep pumping because it's just basically not there. It's not there. It didn't break the resistance. It doesn't count as breaking the resistance yet. Let's check out another coin. That coin died out. I have no clue why. Alright, let's see. Asia Dogecoin, Panda coin. I don't know why the fuck this is pumping, but this one's pumping crazy, right? We're a little late to the party, but if we're looking at final stretch and we're like, alright, bet I definitely want to get on this coin, right? I would not top blast it around here. I definitely would not. First, I'll break it down. Alright, I want to see where I'll probably want to entry. So this is like the last support right here at this top. So as soon as it hit this line or below, I probably would have jumped in. Because that would have been a good support, a good spot. You know what I mean? You see, I was hitting the line and Loki trying to bounce back off of this line. Now, unless this coin's another shit coin like the Lupin one, and it goes straight to dog shit, then, you know, it might. But now let's just keep looking for entries. So that's one entry that we could get in on. But if you see it break that entry and keep going lower, then probably the next entry would be somewhere right above this joint right here. So it's probably bounce off this joint. You feel me? And you're probably asking, oh, how are you finding these entries? Well, entries are basically where the support and resistance are. If you slowly do a climb up, you know what I mean? Think about it as like a staircase, low key, right? So, all right, this was the from right. I'm gonna start from right here, the lowest, one of the lowest part. So, boom, this is support. Clearly, this was a resistance right here. It ended up breaking this resistance, going up to the roof. This became a resistance, and then this became a support right here. So now it looked like it battled through here a little bit, and then it broke through here. And then it shot up, went down, right? And then it hit, it said, fuck this resistance, or fuck this support for some reason, right? Because probably just the cells are really high. It said, fuck this support, and it bounced down to right here. It hit this, right here, this second support that I had, you know what I mean? Or not second, well, to this part. So the way that works is resistance, or it's support resistance. Once it breaks the resistance, that last resistance becomes the support, and the next line becomes, or the next line becomes the resistance, yeah. And then once it breaks that line right there, this line becomes a resistance, and this line becomes a support. And then that's how it works, slowly going up. So then there was this is the resistance, and then this was a support before. But if we was thinking right, and this was like the fucking, damn, this coin is flying, dog. Oh, holy guacamole. You see how this is a resistance now? This became a resistance. It went back down. It looked, it broke the support that we had, but then it went back down. It hit this resistance / support because this was the support of it before until it broke. So it hit this line and then it shot through the roof back up, breaking this resistance immediately, which is a really good bullish, like a bullish indicator. And then it just kept flying all the way to migration. And there's look at this fucking, I mean, there is a lot of insiders on this, so it makes it a little iffy. Insiders basically means like a lot of people got sent this coin. They're just holding it, waiting to sell. They didn't really buy the coin. And the bundlers are a little high. But if you would have waited for a dip like this, right? Like right there probably would have been a good entry. You know what I mean? But if the coin keeps climbing. I didn't really do research about this coin real quick, so let's just do a quick research, right? We look at the narrative. Just found something on Asia Dogecoin from 2014. Bitcoin, la da da da. Let's check the post. Let's see how much volume it has. Okay, I'm in send it. Like, is in. Don't ape. I like pandas. Thank you for the soul. Ha 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 ha. Bonded. Update Dex. Let's see. Did it Dex update? No, there is no Dex update. But sometimes it's a little late on Axiom, so you can use this just to check, just to make sure. Alright, yeah, Dex is definitely not paid. So with all this volume, Dex should be paid. I don't know why the creator's not paying it. It might be a bug like that guy said, but because there's so much insiders, the fact that there's 41 insiders, it really could be a rug. They could all deadass just fucking sell this shit and cook the whole market. So it might just be a rug. It might just be a rug. Like, it might not go back to its all-time high over here, or they might wait for it to build more volume and then sell. But it looks like it's going down crazy. So if I was to want to get into this coin, I'll wait until it hit this line back over here. Boom, I would have jumped in right there quickly, you know what I mean? And then saw hopefully go up from there, because this is our last support from whatever this, you know what I mean? So if you miss this little pump right here, right, these dips aren't bad dips, but they don't really make that much money off of it, because it's not really like 30% dip. It's more like a 20% dip, you know what I mean? If you would have waited for this dip, bought this dip right here around 67k, which is like a 40% dip, 30% dip, and then it climbed all the way back up to fucking 90k, you would have been up way more money, way more profit. But honestly, it looks like this coin is kind of dying out. Let me zoom in, let me look at it more. Alright. Let's hit the magic nodes, actually. A couple bundlers. We see how it bounced off our last support, and then it started going crazy. Look at that. Imagine if you bought that dip right there. Imagine that, right? Because that's a way better dip than all this shit right here. Like, this would have been an okay dip, but you would have probably been up a lot more if you would have waited to the bottom and bought off this dip. And that's your choice if you want to hold or wait until it climbs all the way back up and sell. Really, this coin does not really look like it's doing the best. It looks like it's like having some big sells. I don't know why, because there's not really a lot of big holders. So this coin just might be a rug like that person said. Because it's looking like, what the fuck, Asia Dogecoin, like, I don't know, it's a little weird. If you got in early though, it's good cooks, it would have been good. You would have been up money, but as for right now, after migration, it did not have a good migration. That's how that really works. Honestly, I wouldn't trench, because trenching, if you're in the new pairs, a lot of coins just go to shit. A lot of coins just rug. You feel me? A lot of coins just take a shit. If we I look more in final stretch to see what's pumping. I don't not want to see this shit. Hold on, let me blacklist that the fucking sex ass coins nobody's trying to see, bro. Them shit's just forms. Don't ever buy into those coins, bro. Don't ever. You know, I was one of them niggas who did click on the link though, because I was curious if someone was actually getting fucked on cake. But don't do it. So let's look at honestly, I fuck with Bags coins, but I would stay away from Bags coins because the fees, low-key, they be having taxes on this shit, and I don't really fuck with the taxes. Like, what? You not taxing me on fucking crypto? Motherfucker, I already pay taxes to my job. Taxing me on crypto, fuck out of here. I'm not paying for that shit. Meme coin, no way. But let's look at a brand new coin that came out somewhere over here. And first, we look at the narratives real quick. Just hover over it, look at it, see if there's what the hell. This is one of my favorite slangs. Nah, what the hell, man. I mean, this is pretty good actually. All right, still pretty early. Top holders, not much. Bundlers still pretty low. The coins are right. There's a couple what the hellies, so it's not the original, but it could fly. You know what I mean? There wasn't one like me like a day ago, 2 days ago, a week ago. It was a couple months ago, so this one could fly. Let's see. All right, chart's looking good. It's picking up volume. Doesn't look bad. The Deb sold too. Doesn't look bad. So this might be a runner coin. We will sit here and see how it goes. Right now it's at 14k, so it might be a runner coin. I'm saying it might because the volume's kind of not picking up past 80, so it's kind of throwing me off. But if the volume, if it picks up past 80, then it's probably gonna be a runner. Oh, 81, 82. It looks like it's about it. Right now, it looks like it was waiting to break this resistance right here, but looked like it just broke this resistance. So it looks like it might just climb from here. Look, 86. Now this could be a runner. We're watching this cook, chat. Just watch it cook. We're gonna watch it cook. Let's see how this works. Let's see if this, if it's got that splat or that meh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm putting down?
No!
I hope y'all get what I'm putting down.
No!
Right now, the volume's low-key stopped. It's at 86 again. Bundles is still pretty low, though. Top traders is still pretty low. Let's check the bubble maps. Yeah, not really much bundlers. these people look like they're holding a big portion. 5.5. Yeah, I don't see that here. So that would be a little iffy. You know what I mean? Someone's holding a 5%. 2 people are holding 5%. And someone's holding that's just a 1% of supply. Okay. So maybe this could be a bug just because I looked at that. I didn't really peep that before. So that's really not the best case that someone's holding such a big percentage. And it looks like it's dipping crazy. Holders went back down, so it doesn't look like it's going to be a runner. Maybe it might try to bounce off this last support right here. But if it doesn't and holders just keep going down, it's probably just done for. It's cooked. And I would say it's pretty cooked. Yeah, pretty cooked. So we'll just move on to the next coin real quick. Bog is the actual original Pepe. Bog was the first frog art created by Matt Furry in 2004. Bog was also given a nickname Bear Frog, whatever. Yada 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 yada. Is this looping shit climbing back up? 2 groups called it out. It looks like it's trying to, but you know, that should look butt as fuck. Oh, shut the Bog to know. So Bog, oh sorry, excuse me. Alright, we're still pretty early. Devs looks like he sold a little bit. There's top 30 holders. If someone's holding a 5%. Oh, look at this. People are holding a lot of big percentages. 5%, 4.90%. Yeah. So a lot of people are holding big percentages on here, which is kind of iffy. You know what I mean? Right now, let's see the hourly volume. Hourly volume's down right now, so there's really not going to be that crazy good coins. I'm just trying to explain like what y'all should be looking out for and shit, putting in more breakdown. It looks like it's trying to break this resistance right here. Just broke it, so it might climb back up. Nope. And the holders aren't going up either. It's 38 holders. I mean, it climbed up from when I first joined. I think it was at 30, but it's some top holders who are really cooking this chart right now. Who's holding so much of a big percentage? Like what? Look, I'm pretty sure one bubble disappeared, so it looks a little different. Yeah, this coin I would not say is good. And that's what you gotta look out for. You know what I mean? Don't just buy on every dip. The dip just might be bugging going to shit, so you don't want to buy on every dip. And this strategy, like what I'm telling you, kind of works for migrated too. The thing is, once it's migrated, all you really have to do is just look at the chart. Like right now, let's see this one real quick. Snuff. It's a community coin. Community coins are low-key meta right now. Low-key doing good. 12% bundlers. Top holders, not a crazy amount. Let's check the magic nodes real quick. Alright, there are some people who hold some pretty big percentage on this. 3%, let's see. 3%. Oh, no, not bad. There's a 3% and 2%. Okay. Let's see. It's at 9K right now. 22 people. Might not be a runner. Take that back. But, take that back now. I mean, if you would have bought him on that dip, you definitely would have been up money real quick. Like a little bit of money from all those high people buying in. But this is a straight bundler who bought him with 5%, 5%, and just sold on the whole market, basically. I don't know why he did that, but yeah. If you would have thought that was going to pump back up because of that one wick, probably not, because you saw the holders. Someone bought that can hold it 6%. Like, this coin's a little iffy, you know what I mean? Doing a little iffy stuff on it. Obviously, look at the community, too. If the community looks ass, then, dog, stay away. Community's deleted. Dog, no way, Jose. Trash coins. Right now, there's a straight trash coins. But let's go on migrated. Oh, this shit just migrated, okay? It was cooking, just migrated. Usually, for migration, it's either they pump really high or they pump just a little bit and then have a crazy dip down. So, honestly, usually I'll wait for the dip because it gives you, like, more chance of making the most money out of it instead of top blasting up here. So, I would have said, probably like a good 80 dip, 83K dip. Maybe you might pick back up from right there. But you would want to wait for a dip. Wait for a crazy good dip. Like, this is a pretty good dip. If you would have bought in at 87K and it shot up to 103K, that's a pretty good dip. You know what I mean? 250 holders is looking good. Bundlers is low. Insiders is low. Top still at 17, which is not bad. It's pretty good. Check magic nodes real quick. Yeah, this doesn't look like a bad coin. All right, you see, that's where I probably would have bought in. Somewhere around here. Somewhere around this section. It looks like it's just going to shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. There's really no link to this, so I don't know why this is actually pumping. So I wouldn't really. This doesn't give me confidence that the coin is gonna pump. So I wish I saw that before I said I might buy in. It might just pump because people just buy into random coins. But like for it to go through the roof, like over 100K, I feel like it has to have a really good narrative. Like, and right now it's not having really a crazy narrative. There's one made 12 months ago of the same exact shit too. I'm not gonna lie. So someone just vamped the coin. So this might just be a rug coin to another rug coin. Even after migration, sometimes coins rug or like just go straight to shit. I'll be a little iffy about this coin, but honestly, like I said, if you did buy where I did say the entry somewhere around here, it eventually climbed back up, because usually after migration there's always a dip. Most likely there's always a dip unless the coin's like a crazy good coin, and like let's say fucking Donald Trump made it or some shit and it's flying through the roof, like the Cristiano Ronaldo coin that's coming out. Someone made that shit and it's flying through the roof, then there's like no ever dip because so much people are buying into it because it's like such a like popular coin. But let's say if you bought that dip around where I said, like 82k before my original, right around 82k, 84k, climbed back up all the way to 100k. Right now I hit the the resistance, so maybe if you want, sell over here, you know what I mean, if you don't think it's gonna break through. But just watch it. If it breaks the resistance, it's probably gonna keep going higher. Struggling a little bit. Broke the resistance. No, it didn't. I bounced back off of it and it's going down. So as right there, I would have sold and took out my profit. You know what I mean? I really don't think it might go any higher unless like it has another bounce back. Then maybe. The holders did climb back up, so it's meh. I'm just more curious. Like, I don't really know what the coin's about, so like, I really don't see no reason why it's pumping. It usually has to have a good narrative, but nowadays this market's so ass. The market's so low right now that the people that are trading are just pumping whatever to try to make whatever money. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? They're just putting money into whatever, making it pump, and then like trying to make money, real quick money. You know what I mean? Nothing's gonna fly through the roof to like 200k though on this market. Nothing's gonna go like to 150k. It's pretty ass. Yeah, but that's really it. That's really all I want to tell you guys. Like, just what's the best way to not get into a shitty coin and make better profits on a coin. You know what I mean? Instead of just buying into random coins, lose whatever money, and then, you know what I mean? And watch out for revenge trading. Revenge trading, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I do it. It's a bad habit. Everybody has a bad habit of doing it. I'm slowly getting better at it. Just stick to the strategy. You know what I mean? Revenge trading is basically when you lost money on another coin, right? Let's say you lost money on a Motion, right? Let's say if you lost money on Motion, then that shit just gets you mad. You're like, damn, I want to make my money back quick, which makes you go over to Final Stretch, which is like you're just basically putting money into whatever coin. You know what I mean? I don't know why the fuck this climbed back up, but it did, I guess. This might be just a slow fucking cook. The narrative's not, but so I can see why it's just a slow cook. You know what I mean? But I would just, let's say if I would have put into another random coin, not this one, but like, let's say if I would have put into a fucking, I don't know, solid coin, you know what I mean? Say if I put into solid coin, hoping that it's gonna go back up and the shit just shoots to the ground and shits on me, you're just basically losing more money because of your emotions. You're letting your emotions control you, making you wanting to get into another trade quickly, not following your strategy, and then it just goes to shit. And then you get mad, you know what I mean? Because you're down money, obviously. Happens to me all the time. Not all the time. It happens to me here and there, you know what I mean? I'll be up on profits of the day. Some fucking coin will take basically all my profits shitting on me. Then I'll try to get into a coin early, forgetting about my strategy, which is not good. And then it will just go down and I'll just lose profits. And I just gotta watch out for that and be careful of that. But that's really the video. That's it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys. That's everything right there. If you guys need a tracker wallet list or my tracker, what the fuck am I saying? The wallet tracker list or the CT tracker list or the Twitter tracker list, I'll put it in the meme coin chat so y'all don't, because I don't know why the fuck it's not popping up there. It's like the information's all fucked up. I gotta fix it, but it should be there by like once the video uploads.